Hello everyone and welcome back to the Devil May Cry 5 Let's Play. It has been
A long
a
time.
long-ass time since we recorded this game. You might be thinking, we uploaded a part like a couple weeks ago. You have to understand, all of those parts were recorded on release date.
Yeah.
So
it's been a while.
It is beginning of September at the time of this recording. The game came out in March.
Yeah. And in all that time, yes, we did in fact get
played,
good.
We played. Obviously I have beaten the game because I'm not gonna delay myself from playing the game just for the channel. No offense.
Exactly.
But to keep up with the continuity of everything, I'm only equipping myself with what the story gives you at this point in time. So without spoiling anything, we are going back to the Devil Sword Sparta. Almost said the Sword.
Yeah.
And Balrog.
Hell yeah.
Along with my two default guns, Coyote A and Ebony and Ivory. So it's gonna take me probably a little while to get used to just using these weapons. Again, I won't lie.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Only for like 2 more levels, I think.
Yeah, that's fine. Because we're gonna get an item at the end of this level anyway.
Yeah. Also, like another thing that people might notice too is the fact that you have a lot more health and a lot more Devil Trigger.
This is fact.
This is fact. But hey, man, everything's fine.
Yeah. So like I said, in terms of weapons continuity, is we're gonna do it that way. We're gonna try our best not to spoil the game,
Which is gonna be kind of hard.
We're just so used to this game at this point
Yeah.
that I'm sure. You know, I don't know about you, but with the exception of the retro replay version of Uncharted, because let's be real here, the idea of the video game voice actor ever playing the game, it cannot be topped.
That's true.
So with the exception of that, most people, when they like a game, they tend to watch multiple playthroughs of the game.
Yeah.
And I assume a lot of people have done that with this, but just in case.
Just in case.
Like, I don't need someone being all like, whoop.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got the music changed as well. So right now I'm actually playing the Devil May Cry 3 theme.
Oh yeah, the superior theme. I am a mango.
Oh yeah.
Watch me explode.
That's the best theme of all time, bro. I kid you not. I remember when that theme came out and how upset everyone was at that.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, this is a joke, right?
Even I was like,
Devil
come
Trigger,
on, man.
Because, well, they know they remixed it. So the version in the game is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But when they released that thing, oh my god! And then when you saw the controversy with the singer, with him sexting an underage fan,
yeah, that's not good.
you're like, well, looks like cancel culture actually did something good because it got rid of that shitty song.
Yeah. But yeah, that was not a good start with that thing.
And I just remember watching this, like, 'cause we were so hyped because Devil Trigger was such an amazing song.
Get us to different styles, man.
Oh, just in time. Not that I need more not gold orbs. Not that I need more orbs, but it's like,
I remember
it
when I
doesn't
was
hurt, right?
dude, I remember when I was fighting, someone, and I was using all the orbs. And you were like, my orbs.
Oh, I know.
Remember?
I can't wait for the day of wireless cords. It's gonna be amazing.
Yes.
If that isn't already a thing already, if there's a wireless HDMI cord, that would be fucking bitchin'.
You can look it up.
I'm sure there is.
Just gonna take it down.
I can look it up if you want.
Go for it. Why not?
The wireless.
HDMI cord. I don't think they're a thing yet.
Yeah, but hey, man, nevertheless, look.
Coming soon. Coming soon to a theater near you. Wireless cords. Oh yeah, in case you're wondering what happened in the story, go watch the previous parts.
Yes. Do that or don't.
Or don't. I don't know why.
HDMI cords.
Wireless HDMI cords.
Wireless HDMI cords.
Yeah, otherwise you're just gonna get nothing but wireless cords.
Let's go on Amazon. Wires.
Take it with that,
Let's
honestly.
see, Nyrus WS55 wireless HDMI video transmitter and receiver.
What does it look like? I don't think that's not what I mean. I mean, like, I'm talking like two ends of the same wire,
yeah,
but there's no wire.
Yeah, I don't think they have done that yet.
Yeah, they haven't done that yet.
But it's gonna be expensive. It's like the AirPods, dude. When those things came out, they were like what, $200?
A part of me. Okay, so there, you know, conspiracy theories, obviously.
Yes, obviously.
There's a hilarious conspiracy theory that Apple are the ones who created that AirPods meme to convince people to buy it. People were like,
that didn't convince me to buy it. I'm like, dude, AirPods are stupid as hell.
oh, I thought you didn't have AirPods. Did you?
No, I have wireless earpieces, but they're not iPods.
Okay.
Like that, man.
Let's go. Let's go.
Apple makes.
I love this move.
Alright. Yeah,
I like the design of Apple products. I just don't like the product.
Yeah.
If that makes.
I know. They look sleek. I'll admit that. Dude. It looks like the AirPods look a lot sleeker than my earpieces, but it's just like I prefer.
Yeah.
The thing with the Apple products is that they've been shown from time to time again that they're made so they don't last.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I think that can be said about a lot of things actually.
I know, but you know, especially with Apple, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, it's like the thing with Macs. The reason why I won't get a Mac is because Macs you can't really improve it. It is what it is. Like if you're like an editor, like a movie editor, like go for it. Like Macs are way better. But if you're like one of those people who's like, I want the best and most powerful computer of all time for fucking video gaming and whatnot.
Sounds like a friend of ours. made it, man. Got all these custom PC pieces so he can make his own PC.
I know.
Trying to get us to do it too.
No.
Nah.
It's too much money. Here's the thing, right? Is I'm the type of person where as soon as I buy it from the box, that's what I'm gonna use.
Yeah.
I'm not one of these graphics toys. Look how beautiful this game is, and this is on base PS4.
Someone could probably be like, but would you want to see it look better on a PC? And be like,
I'm fine with this. I don't need something so realistic that I can't, like...
If I want something that's gonna be really realistic, I'll just wait for the next generation.
Exactly. Which I am hearing.
Yeah, dude.
I am hearing that, and this is a rumor,
Alright.
is they're gonna make consoles sort of like PCs, where instead of getting a brand new console with brand new hardware, you'll be able to change the hardware and install new one on your console.
I'm pretty sure.
I can see the appeal of
Yeah,
that.
I can see the appeal. There's definitely people who would be like super down to do that, you know, especially people who like to mod their stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So like, hey, everything gets played on the base PlayStation 5 or whatever. But like, what's the fun? It's been a while since I played this game, by the way.
I know, it's been a while.
I love this game. I think. Okay, so apparently a lot of people are not going to be playing this game anymore.
Why?
Tournaments.
Why?
Well, because, okay, the thing is that, and I kind of had a feeling this might happen, is
Nice.
there is a thing in Devil May Cry 4 where you know the whole thing where people spam sword trick, sword trick.
Yeah.
That is because there is a part of the end, there's a slight frame where you can do a seamless transition. By the way, I have no idea if I'm saying any of this stuff right.
Yeah, but I know what you're referring to.
That's not in this game. And to some people, that ruins the experience in terms of like sword trick, sword. So like you can't make Dante like you can make Dante like fly around a lot, but you can't like but you can't like make him like
as crazy as before.
The craziest before. And so a lot of people are saying like, oh, because of that, because they wanted to make this game as realistic as possible. And the thing is, though, is that I'm one of those people where I'm like, I don't agree with that. I think Devil May Cry 5 is the best combat out of any game, out of all the Devil May Cry 5 games, out of all the Devil May Cry games. But I can understand for certain people why they would want that.
Yeah.
I think the amount of shit you can do in this game is even higher, and I feel like the control is even better than Devil May Cry 4.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because Devil May Cry 4, I thought was like peak.
The peak
I thought
gameplay for this, right?
I thought Devil May Cry 4 was Dante was peak
Gameplay.
hack and slash gameplay.
Yeah.
And
It's fine, you got it. Take it out first.
anyway, back to what
Anyway, we were talking about, yeah. Anyways, keep going with your talking about.
So in other words, so like Don Fury isn't gonna be playing Devil May Cry 5. And that is a huge deal because he's one of the premier Devil May Cry, one of the premier Devil May Cry players.
Yeah.
In terms of if you guys are familiar with the Devil May Cry community, you're probably familiar with Don Fury.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody in that community.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways,
Damn it. I'm actually getting I was actually really used to the upgraded sword. And so for me, it's like, what the hell?
yeah,
I need to
but
go
no, you're
back?
still doing good. You got S's and stuff. Anyways, you were talking more about Thunder.
Yeah, in other words, like, the thing is, though, is like a lot of people thought, like, he wasn't going to come back anyway to gaming, because I guess, like, he was really focusing on, like, his education, which should be top priority anyway.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But, like, as far as I know, he wasn't doing the Devil May Cry stuff he wasn't doing it for money.
Yeah.
He was doing it because
He enjoyed it, right?
He enjoyed it. Yeah. And so that's why.
Oh, okay. Well, then you got it now. You know? Whatever you did, you were saying.
So in other words, Don Fury just wasn't into it. I think he might be going back to Devil May Cry 4, but I'm not exactly sure. I think he said like Devil May Cry 5 is still an amazing game, and he doesn't want people to think like, oh, I think this game is bad. He just says like he feels like for him, he's reached the peak of what he can accomplish.
Yeah, I think I understand that.
And like I've seen, ooh, you see that?
Yeah,
video
nice,
there?
dude.
But the thing is though is that John. Okay, I've seen people say like, "Oh, you can't do combo mad with B." That's bullshit. I've seen it's harder.
It's harder, but
I've seen people do it.
Oh yeah.
I think I even sent you thing.
Oh, you sent me that thing one time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like, damn, this guy was like the Don Fury of B.
Yeah,
like,
it is
insane. Like the amount of combos he can do.
Yeah.
So you can do it. And then Nero was obviously like, way better than what he was in DMC4.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like,
play with them a lot more. Experiment.
Yeah, exactly. Because you got like so many. I love that ending. I love the few things that this game has taken from from DMC Reboot. Like I love how the final slash is like a zoom in. You just feel like such a badass.
I know you're like DM.
You're like-
unless you're like for that let's hate you like
Well, it's
for
also-
shooting from a distance. You're like wah, wah.
I know, but like I was playing DMC Reboot actually because shortly after this game we're gonna go do that game to finish off the entire series.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's not bad. It's just like
You could have been more.
it's like I love the seamless transitions between weapon swapping. Like it honestly feels really good. But like it's so obvious that with the Definitive Edition, like the things they corrected are like how do I word this? Like okay, so like in the regular version on PS3 and PS4, I was always getting S ranks.
Yeah.
Like on mission ratings and everything. Because I was used to it and I didn't find the combat system that deep. Well, in this new one, the styling system is so fucking harsh. Like they went overboard with it. It's like you could get like triple S ranks every combat encounter and still walk away with a C.
Wow.
And you're just like, what the fuck? So like they really harshened it, and I feel like that's artificially making the game seem more difficult than it is. Like, it's one of those games where it's like, okay, with Devil May Cry 5, like, you still have so much basic combat that you start off from the get-go, and where you can still do a bit. With DMC, the game gets better as it progresses because you unlock more moves.
Yeah.
So without those unlocked moves, you can't. So basically, the game is saying like, oh, if you want to get like the full experience, you have to replay me over and over and over again, and I'm fine with that because all Devil May Cry games do that.
Yeah, you
but
have
at the
to
same
replay
time,
them.
but it feels like that one is doing it because it's hard to explain. But I feel like they're artificially making it more difficult than it really is.
I think I understand what you're trying to say.
By giving it a harsher grading system.
Yeah.
Like, there was one, I think it was a Devil May Cry 4 mod, but they put it was the first time they put it in the series, it was called Must Style Mode. And in Must Style Mode, you can't do any damage on the enemies until you reach an S rank.
Okay.
And that's a really great idea. It encourages, like, combo creativity.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And all that sort of stuff. And so I don't have a problem with that.
How about I take it?
My problem is, though, is that to go too overboard with your difficulty, to make your game, which isn't that difficult, more difficult, make it appear more difficult than it really is.
Yeah, it kind of takes away from the experience.
Exactly. So anyway, this is one of the best fights in the game.
Oh, yeah,
I would
fun
argue
as hell.
my second.
Second favorite fight?
Yep.
Fun as hell. Nice. Big grab. Royal guard.
God.
Royal guard. There you go.
Fuck. See, I'm used to... There's a weapon I don't have yet, that is very good. I believe that was in the trailer, so I'm not supposed to...
Yeah, but you know,
I'm not gonna waste my time with that.
Yeah, no, but with me it was always like it's always either trying to carry him the standard way, but you know, attacking at the same time or roll guard.
How scary you are when you're
There's only one enemy I ever really like used the nunchucks to like, you know, to like deal with, and that's that enemy that does the whole, you know, warping. God, I hate that guy. The red guy.
Oh, those red lizards.
Yeah, those things. Those things have too
Dude,
many.
nobody likes those things.
Like
That was one of the few moments of like actually like kind of poor design in this game.
Yeah. Doesn't this invisibility frames are ridiculous? Because in this game, it's, you know, what, like, I feel like a fun part of this game is that you can control like right now. But when you're fighting that guy, like you can't control anything. Ooh, nice. No. Oh, you did it for a while though. Royal guard, trickster. Discharge all that shit at once. Once he's charging up his attack, of course. Kick his ass!
Oh, what the fuck? You missed me on that first swing. You saw that, right?
I saw
and
that,
that
yeah.
threw off my timing. I was like, oh, okay, maybe he'll actually. Oh shit! I forgot he does that.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I can't use the extra power on top.
Ah, that's so.
If I do that.
Well, oh, you got it. Hurry! Kill him!
I use my royal guard already.
I meant like trickster and then like beat
Oh.
the shit out of him.
There you go.
You see it like that?
I love the Cavalier fight. It's so well designed.
Because I remember like when I was fighting him, it was one of the harder difficulties, right?
Oh yeah.
And I had like one more hit and I'm fucked, you know? Because I don't remember which enemy, right? But I was having trouble with one of the enemies.
Make it, lady.
No, but yeah, I was having trouble with one of the enemies, right? And so I didn't have much health going into this. So I took him out like when he was doing that final charge attack, right? And I thought to myself, alright, this is make or break. I trickster to him, and I'm like wailing on him as hard as I can. I'm like, come on, come on. And then like right before like he does that whole discharge, like he like gets all disoriented. I was like,
You okay?
yes.
Proof that Dante has never seen Trish naked before. Oh, that's right. There's an update. They got rid of the censorship in this game.
Alright.
So if you want to see butt, you're gonna see
Don't even think
butt.
about it.
Because it really was a stupid thing to like censor, honestly. I mean, come on, dude.
I know.
For God's sake, there's like more inappropriate games than like on PS, you know, 4. For God's sake, there's a game where you strip people. That's how you win. I know because I have that game.
I think it has a lot to do with the popularity of said game.
Yeah.
Like, that's a pretty niche game.
Yeah.
This is a bona fide AAA game that's gonna be that millions of people are gonna be playing.
This is true.
But at the same time, it's like, why the? It's like, who cares?
I know, right?
Like,
I mean,
who
dude, like
cares?
with how much like things with how many things are available on the internet, being. My point being is,
Yes.
people aren't gonna care if they see an ass. For God's sake, people
Yeah.
watch Game of Thrones and they like show full on nudity and sex scenes on TV.
What
I mean,
was
come
that?
on, dude.
Oh, Amelia Clark. Anyway.
Anyways, but my point being is like, you know, like showing a little bit of ass, people are gonna be like, who cares?
I know.
Yeah.
that
You know?
because I'm from the underworld. My God. What are you then?
It doesn't matter. I'm a shadow of my former self who lost everything. I will tell you the story of my birth.
It all started 16 billion years ago. The Big Bang happened. Ah, shit. Wait, God?
Nice. S rank. And by the way, I expect nothing but S ranks in this.
I
game.
love that reference to the anime
I know, right?
and the lower picture.
I know, with the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was like, yeah, yeah.
This entire game is just a giant love letter to the fans.
Prime example, Patty.
Oh yeah.
Unless you
Unless
watch
you've
the
seen
an-
the anime, you have no idea who that is.
And unless you watch the anime, you have no idea what she.
This
what
thing
she was.
also makes a ton of references to the graphic novel of a prequel of Devil before Devil May Cry 3. There was a freaking graphic novel that explained what happened to Virgil and all that shit. And obviously Devil May Cry 3 came along and said, "Ha, I don't give a
Suffer
shit."
and defeat
Anyway.
after defeat. That man's body was reaching its limit, breaking down. But he couldn't die yet. The man had a job that must be done. To defeat his twin brother.
Dante.
How does he always do this?
Come back.
That does freeze my.
In order to defeat his younger brother, he could only do one thing with the crumbling flesh and feelings. He needed to separate man from devil with the strength of the Yamato. And eventually, the man became a true devil.
Hey, that's Virgil right there.
Yeah.
The painting, like, seemed pretty clearly.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that last time.
That's right, everybody. V is Virgil. The gasp.
Gasp! Who would have thought?
It was one of those things where they even commented that they're like, yeah, it was so obvious. We didn't think you guys would think about it. I mean, his name is V. I mean, come on.
I'm approaching my limit.
Yeah, no, but it's a good twist. We should call that part of this.
I know.
In separating and regaining my human soul, I've realized the gravity of the crime I've committed. I've realized how important everything was. Everything I've thrown away in my pursuit of power.
Is that why you went to find Dante?
Yes. Foolish.
Foolishness.
Thought that maybe he could change my... maybe fix... maybe right my wrong. Tell me. Was this fool before you, right?
I'm not your mommy, V.
I just happen to look like her.
Yeah.
You're a big boy.
Can't work.
And you need to see this through. Dante's war.
And she doesn't have a devil trigger, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm assuming that's what she looks like all the time.
Hmm.
She's not wearing a human skin and, like, faking it or anything like
Yeah,
that.
that's what she looked like.
That's what she actually looks like. Oh, dude, remember that launch trailer for this when we saw this?
I was like, yeah.
Oh my god, dude, I remember watching that trailer and just being all like, okay, I'm hyped, but where are you at?
And then at the, like, at the very end, they're like, alright, but wait, here you go, here's Dante. They like they barely showed you anything, but it was enough. You're like,
How's that for Road Rash?
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys in the next part of Devil May Cry 5. Until then.